imagine.
Saul showed a lot of discipline there. Very proud.
He did.
Very proud.
Boy. So that will be the fight plan coming up a little later as we will ready you for Julio Diaz and Kendall Holt here in wine country, Santa Ynez, California. Chumash Casino home to Friday night fights this week. So we got wine this week in the fight plan. And next week, the fight plan, we're going to be in North Jersey and Hoboken. Fight plan with the Cake Boss from Carlos Bakery of TV food fame.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. Over in Hoboken there with Buddy, the Cake Boss. We look forward to it. And our guys are having a nice wine on our crew this week. Next week, maybe a little whipped cream.
Some of those great Italian pastries from Buddy. So they spent the entire fourth round in Cisneros and Gonzalez on the inside. And now a little bit of distance separating them here in round number 5.
Yeah, the best round for Cisneros, I gave the round, was the last round.
Undoubtedly, right?
Because they stood in front and cooperated a little bit with Gonzalez. Or you should say Gonzalez cooperated with Cisneros a little bit by standing in front of him. So Gonzalez, not stupid, he said, hey, that was a better round for Cisneros. I'm going to move a little bit this round and not stand in front of him.
NASCAR Nationwide Series is in Dover, Delaware. Saturday on ESPN. Coverage is going to start at 1:30 Eastern. Monster Mile track down there. We've actually had many of our ESPN boxing shows through the years in the adjoining hotel casino ballroom. And it's Saturday at 1:30.
Gonzalez using his legs to move out a little bit.
That was a right hand that sent Cisneros off balance for a moment.
He's using his legs to get good angles, good position. And then in turn uses quicker hands, and he's having success doing that. Again, legs and hands working in concert, helping each other. Only thing I'd like to see Gonzalez do more of is when he steps back, Joe. Every once in a while, he gets Cisneros to reach a little bit, create a little gap like that, a little hole. And Gonzalez not coming back and making him pay.
He's got to fill that hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a lead right hand by Cisneros that was well timed. Now backs him up with a couple of jabs, but Gonzalez is able to use his legs and get out of the way, and then a up jab off the hip as Cisneros continues to come forward against Gonzalez, who's on the move.
And Gonzalez likes to pull back and depend on his timing, but he doesn't do his hands down. Can be dangerous.
One of these times could be a very costly mistake. Coming to the end of round number 5, scheduled for 8. Good effort being put forth here tonight in our co-feature between the veteran Rudy Cisneros, a former participant in the Contender reality series from Chicago, and the 21-year-old unbeaten, the 12-0 with 12 knockouts, Jonathan Gonzalez, who's getting his best test as a young pro. You see the CompuBox number, the total punches, a higher percentage and a higher total landed by Jonathan Gonzalez.
You mentioned the Contender series that Cisneros was part of. Cisneros blames his inactivity in his career on a bad contract that he had with those people, and he had to sit out to wait for that contract to pass.
Heard that complaint from many of the participants that took part in the Contender. Now, the series did serve some well. Sergio Mora is here in the audience tonight. Obviously, Mora and Manfredo and some of the others that came out towards the top of it. But for a guy like Rudy Cisneros, when you were one and done in a fight in the Contender, you just kind of want to move on with your career. You don't want to be handcuffed.
No, exactly. You don't want to be told you have to sit around, as you said, when you can go look for fights somewhere else, and you need to go look for fights somewhere else. Right now, this fight, Gonzalez choosing to fight the smart way, the effective way, maybe not the most exciting way, but to box a little bit, stay on the outside, turn the southpaw now, picking spots with the slowest Cisneros, and we said it a couple rounds ago. Cisneros, who is pretty one-dimensional, right in front of you. Game.
He is.
But predictable.
You know, which strangely enough, speaking of the Contender, Teddy, would be a scouting report descriptive of many of the second-tier fighters who partook in that series.
Yeah, you're right.
The way you just described Cisneros.
Yeah, they were guys.
Predictable, one-dimensional.
The contender name didn't really fit.
Now here goes Gonzalez on the attack. A series of headshots. He backs up Cisneros against the ropes. Strafing attack upstairs from Gonzalez. Really turning it on as a 21-year-old.
Yeah, a lot of slaps though, man. Not a lot of real potent punches.
Should be going to the body.
And a lot of missed punches too.
And Cisneros survives that assault. And now standing up right in the middle against Gonzalez. So a good round for Gonzalez coming to the end of round number 6 here on Friday Night Fights.
Bill Gallo was the sports editor of the New York Daily News. He was a writer, legendary cartoonist. He was also a veteran of World War II who served in Iwo Jima for the Marines, a father and a husband. Bill Gallo, he created these great cartoon figures. People like Basement Bertha and Yuchi. And they were great entertainment. We loved them. But for Bill, they were much more than just entertainment. They were teachers. They were figures that reminded us of the past, of a day gone by. But for Bill, it wasn't just the past. It was that it reminded us of the past values. When a man behaved like a man, when a contract meant something, when the word meant something, when behavior meant something, when there were no excuses. That's what Bill Gallo was all about. And his creations, his figures, that's what they were all about. They had a good teacher. They had Bill Gallo. Bill Gallo, you will be missed greatly. You were just a good man.
Well said, Teddy. He will be missed. So round 7 here of our co-feature. Look at the power punches thrown in the last round, and much of that 52 thrown by Gonzalez occurred in that final minute. When you look through the 12 fights at this point of the career of the young Jonathan Gonzalez, he has never seen the 7th round. We told you the 5 first-round knockouts. He did go to the 6th round once and scored a knockout in July 2010. But uncharted waters for the young fighter.
Cisneros has been 8 rounds one time. And as we said early, in the 90s, he knocked out one time.
There's a right hand that splits the guard. Then he sends a right hand to the body. And the corner's thrown in the towel. The referee doesn't see it. The corner of Cisneros is trying to stop the fight. And the referee is yet to see it. And finally they do as the commission turns and says this fight is over. But referee Ray Corona had his back to the red corner. Thus the beating went on for a few more seconds. So a TKO victory for Jonathan Gonzalez.
And a commitment that round by Gonzalez to the body of Cisneros that set up that stoppage. Both fighters have spots where they come up a little bit. Cisneros had a lot more of those spots, and Gonzalez took advantage of it the last couple rounds, and we're watching a replay right here. Again, Cisneros laying there, covered up, giving you the body. So Gonzalez says, all right, Cisneros, you give me the body, I'll take the body, I'll put punches together, and you see the corner man there step up and stop it.
The towel wasn't stopping. And Teddy, what was unique there in trying to get the stoppage is that when they went to throw in the towel, If you go back and watch that last sequence, you will see that when they went to throw in the towel, it actually hung on the top rope. So throwing in the towel doesn't always work if you don't have good aim. See the rope right there? The towel hung on the top rope. Instead of getting the referee's attention being thrown in all the way, better off just stepping up on the apron and waving things off and getting the commission's attention. For the official particulars, we send it up to the ring to Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 50 seconds of round number 7. The red corner advises our referee to stop the contest. Your winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Jonathan Mantequilla Gonzalez.
2008 Olympian from Puerto Rico. First time he was pushed into the 7th round. He ended it there. The right hand split the guard, couple body shots, and Rudy Cisneros, his team throws in the towel. Let's send it back to BK.